Imagine drinking 3 bottles of vodka before lunch and still performing Shakespeare on stage. Richard Burton did that. Imagine spending $30,000 monthly just on wine while going bankrupt. Johnny Depp did that. Imagine winning a drinking contest against trained soldiers by downing 100 pints of beer. Oliver Reed did that. Here are 30 Hollywood stars whose real lives were more insane than any script, and alcohol destroyed them all. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan went from Disney darling to tabloid disaster in record time. By 2007, she had 2 DUIs in the same year. The second arrest happened just 2 weeks after rehab. Police found cocaine in her car, and her blood alcohol level was -. She violated probation multiple times, spent 14 days in jail, and entered rehab 6 times between 2007 and 2013. The Georgia Rule Director wrote her an open letter calling her behavior unprofessional. Lindsay started drinking at 17 on set. By her early 20s, paparazzi caught her stumbling out of Hollywood clubs at 4 a.m. Her career never recovered. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson's 2006 DUI arrest changed everything. When officers pulled him over in Malibu, he launched into an anti-Semitic tirade. His blood alcohol was 0.12. He reportedly told the officer, "The Jews are responsible for all the wars in the world." Hollywood distanced itself immediately. In 2010, leaked recordings caught him in another drunken rage. He threatened his girlfriend and used racial slurs. Major studios stopped working with him for nearly a decade. Hacksaw Ridge marked his comeback in 2016, but the damage remains permanent. Charlie Sheen. In 2011, Charlie Sheen went on a media tour coining phrases like tiger blood and winning while clearly spiraling. CBS fired him from 2.5 Men, where he earned $1.8 million per episode. His apartment was trashed during a 36-hour cocaine and alcohol binge. In 1998, he overdosed and nearly died. His father found him unconscious. 3 ex-wives cited his substance abuse in divorce proceedings. His 2011 meltdown remains one of Hollywood's most public collapses. Liza Minnelli. Liza Minnelli started drinking at 16. Her mother, Judy Garland, was also an addict. By her 30s, she was mixing pills with alcohol. She collapsed on stage multiple times and entered Betty Ford in 1984, returning in 1986 and 2015. Friends found her passed out in hotel rooms or missing performances entirely. Her marriage to David Gest fell apart due to her addiction. Despite her talent, alcohol derailed countless opportunities. David Hasselhoff. A 2007 video changed David Hasselhoff's life. His daughter filmed him shirtless on the floor, too drunk to eat a burger. She begged him to stop drinking through tears. The video went viral instantly. He entered rehab multiple times between 2002 and 2009. In 2009, he was hospitalized for alcohol poisoning with a blood alcohol level of 0.39, nearly 5 times the legal limit. Hasselhoff has been sober since 2013. Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor drank vodka all day, starting in the morning. By the 1970s, her addiction was destroying her health. She gained significant weight, and her beauty faded rapidly. Her relationship with Richard Burton fueled both their addictions. Friends said they had alcohol in every room, including bathrooms. Taylor checked into Betty Ford in 1983, becoming one of the first celebrities to publicly admit addiction. She stayed sober until her death in 2011 at 79. Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn drank champagne for breakfast and vodka by mid-morning. On the set of The Adventures of Robin Hood in 1938, stunt doubles replaced him because he was too drunk. He fell off his horse during They Died with Their Boots On. His Mulholland Drive mansion was nicknamed Cirrhosis by the Sea. When he died at 50 in 1959, the autopsy shocked doctors. His organs looked like those of a 75-year-old. His liver was cirrhotic, his kidneys failing, his heart severely damaged. Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore was drinking at 11. By 13, she was in rehab. Studio 54 was her regular hangout as a preteen. She attempted suicide at 14 and was institutionalized for 18 months. She got sober at 15 in 1990. Today, she's been sober over 30 years and became one of Hollywood's most successful actress-producers. Her early recovery remains rare in the industry. Shia LaBeouf was arrested in Georgia in 2017 after a bar fight. Body cam footage showed him yelling racial slurs while visibly drunk. In 2014, security removed him from a Broadway show for disrupting the performance. He was charged with disorderly conduct in Austin after headbutting a bystander. LaBeouf entered rehab multiple times and has been candid about relapsing while working toward sobriety. Robert Downey Jr. Between 1996 and 2001, Robert Downey Jr. was arrested multiple times. Police found him passed out in a neighbor's bed after entering the wrong house. Another time, officers found him driving with cocaine, heroin, and a .357 Magnum. Studios wouldn't insure him. He was fired from Ally McBeal mid-season. In 2003, he met Susan Downey, who refused to date him unless he got sober. He did. By 2008, Marvel gambled on him for Iron Man. He earned $500,000 for that film. By Endgame, he made $75 million. His comeback remains Hollywood's most remarkable recovery story. Are you shocked by these stories? Drop a comment and let us know which one surprised you most. Clark Gable. Clark Gable could drink entire bottles of whiskey without appearing drunk. Co-stars said he'd hide alcohol in coffee mugs on set. After his wife, Carol Lombard, died in a 1942 plane crash, Gable spiraled completely. He died of a heart attack at 59 in 1960 after filming The Misfits. His smoking and drinking aged him rapidly in his final decade. Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp's alcohol consumption became public during his 2020 trial. Text messages revealed he'd write about drinking 500 drinks or needing an ocean of whiskey. Court. Documents showed he spent $30,000 monthly on wine alone, totaling $360,000 annually. On Pirates of the Caribbean sets, producers hired a sound engineer to feed Depp lines through an earpiece because he'd arrived too intoxicated to remember dialogue. The franchise paid him over $300 million. Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds admitted in his 2015 memoir that alcohol nearly killed him. During the 1980s, he'd wake up and immediately start drinking vodka until he passed out. His weight dropped to 140 pounds. His marriage to Lonnie Anderson ended partly due to violent behavior when drunk. Reynolds entered treatment after his doctor said his liver was failing. He remained sober until his death in 2018 at 82. Robin Williams. Robin Williams quit drinking in 1982 after John Belushi died. Williams had been partying with Belushi the night before his death. He stayed clean for 20 years. In 2003, he relapsed while filming in Alaska. He returned to rehab in 2006. He died by suicide in 2014 at 63, suffering from Lewy body dementia. His widow revealed severe neurological issues went undiagnosed until after his death. Peter O'Toole. Peter O'Toole drank so heavily he couldn't remember making entire movies. He once said, "I don't have any recollection of making some of the films I did." During Lawrence of Arabia, he'd drink multiple bottles of whiskey daily. Directors learned to shoot his scenes early before he got too drunk. Doctors warned him in 1976 his stomach was destroyed. He quit in 1978 but died in 2013 at 81 from stomach cancer. Oliver Reed. Oliver Reed won a drinking contest against naval soldiers by consuming over 100 pints of beer. That's 12.5 gallons in one sitting. He appeared on talk shows visibly drunk, sometimes unable to speak coherently. In 1999, during Gladiator filming, Reed went to a Malta pub and died of a heart attack at 61. His death forced director Ridley Scott to use CGI to complete his scenes at a cost of $3 million. Richard Burton. Richard Burton could drink 3 bottles of vodka before lunch and still perform Shakespeare. His relationship with Elizabeth Taylor amplified both their addictions. Burton once said, "I've been drunk for years. I am a happy alcoholic." By the 1970s, his face was bloated, his voice rougher. He'd stumble out of bars and show up barely able to stand. He died at 58 in 1984 from cerebral hemorrhage caused by liver failure. Dean Martin. Dean Martin built his image around being drunk on stage. He'd stumble and slur during performances. But here's the twist. Sometimes he wasn't actually drunk. Martin would fill his glass with apple juice instead of whiskey during shows. That said, he did drink heavily off stage. Friends reported he'd start before noon. He maintained that drunk persona for decades. He died at 78 in 1995. Judy Garland. Judy Garland was given amphetamines and barbiturates starting at 14 at MGM. Louis B. Mayer allegedly called her a fat little pig. By her 20s, she was addicted to pills and alcohol. She was fired from multiple films in the 1950s for being too unreliable. In 1969, she was found dead in a London bathroom at 47 from barbiturate overdose. She weighed only 90 pounds. Spencer Tracy. Spencer Tracy would disappear for days during drinking binges. Katharine Hepburn would track him down in bars or hotels and bring him back to work. She'd cover for him with studios. The drinking aged him rapidly. His hands shook in his later films. Tracy died at 67 in 1967, shortly after finishing his final film. Dennis Hopper. Dennis Hopper lived in the New Mexico desert in the 1970s. Drinking so heavily, he experienced hallucinations and psychotic breaks. Hollywood blacklisted him. By the early 1980s, he was broke and unemployable. In 1986, he got sober. He returned in Blue Velvet and stayed sober until his death from cancer in 2010 at 74. Cary Grant. Cary Grant kept his drinking problem mostly private. In the 1950s, he tried LSD therapy to deal with his addiction. He underwent over 100 LSD sessions under medical supervision and claimed it helped him quit. Grant lived to 82, dying of a stroke in 1986. His determination to maintain his image helped him avoid public downfalls. Richard Harris. Richard Harris and Peter O'Toole caused chaos across London in the 1960s. They'd get thrown out of pubs or wake up in fountains. Harris said he drank to feel alive. In 2001, he was diagnosed with lymphoma. Doctors believed his drinking weakened his immune system. He died in 2002 at 72. If you've made it this far, drop a yes in the comments. The next stories get even darker. Veronica Lake. Veronica Lake was a major 1940s star. By the 1950s, her career collapsed due to alcoholism. She couldn't get hired anywhere. By the 1960s, she was working as a barmaid in New York, completely forgotten. Lake died in 1973 at 50 from hepatitis and kidney failure. She was destitute at death. William Holden. William Holden bled to death in his Santa Monica apartment in 1981. He'd been drinking, tripped, and hit his head. He was too intoxicated to call for help. His body wasn't discovered for 4 days. He was 63. Coroners estimated he bled out over hours. A simple 911 call could have saved him. Avia Gardner. Avis Gardner started with vodka in the morning and continued all day. Marriages to Mickey Rooney, Artie Shaw, and Frank Sinatra ended partly due to her drinking. She suffered strokes in the 1980s that left her partially paralyzed. She died in 1990 at 67 from pneumonia. Friends said she drank until the very end. Montgomery Clift. Montgomery Clift's face was severely damaged in a 1956 car accident while driving drunk. Elizabeth Taylor pulled him from the wreckage and saved his life. After the accident, he became addicted to painkillers and alcohol. He died in 1966 at 45 from a heart attack. The autopsy revealed severe liver and kidney damage. Vivian Leigh. Vivian Leigh battled bipolar disorder and alcoholism. She'd have manic episodes with heavy drinking. Her marriage to Lawrence Olivier fell apart partly due to her illness and drinking. She died in 1967 at 53 from tuberculosis. Her immune system was weakened by years of abuse. John Barrymore. John Barrymore was called the first great alcoholic of Hollywood. He'd forget lines so often that "line please" became associated with him. After his death in 1942, friends allegedly stole his corpse and brought it to a party. He died at 60 from cirrhosis and kidney failure, broke and forgotten. W.C. Fields. W.C. Fields claimed he drank a quart of gin daily. He'd have a martini shaker on set, refilling between takes. Directors filmed him early before he became too intoxicated. He died on Christmas Day 1946 at 66 from a stomach hemorrhage. Ironically, Fields hated Christmas. Conclusion. These 30 stories prove fame doesn't protect anyone from addiction. Some stars like Robert Downey Jr. and Drew Barrymore found sobriety and rebuilt their lives. Others, like Richard Burton and Judy Garland, were consumed by their demons. Which story shocked you most? Was it Oliver Reed's 100 beers, Richard Burton's 3 bottles of vodka, or William Holden bleeding to death alone? Drop your answer in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Hollywood stories. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Until next time, stay informed.